Hey, what's up guys? This is I'm in a Wheelchair on YouTube and I'm playing Diablo 3 with my cousin Brian. Um, and as you can see from the title of the video, I'm going to be explaining my addiction to this game and why I think this game is so awesome and so much fun. And I've just been really enjoying it over my Xbox One. Yes, I said it. I'm enjoying it over my Xbox One at the moment. My roommate was actually just saying while we were playing this, because this already happened, obviously, been pre-recorded. While we were playing, he's like, dude, you must be really addicted to this game. You haven't touched your Xbox One in days. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, you have been playing Titanfall a little bit here and there, but you've been playing this game like all day, every day, pretty much. And he's right. I have like about 81 hours and 33 minutes on this game. Somewhere around there. So, yeah, as you can see, I am a wizard and my cousin is a monk. Monk is more catered to melee attacks in close range, getting up in everybody's grill. Wizards are, well, they can be up close and ranged, but they're mostly good for range. Unless you have an attack like mine, like the electricity cone, which does a lot of damage. But, I mean, we're obviously high levels, so our damage will do crazy amounts. So I can get up in close personal with people. I say people, monsters, demons, and zombies. Yeah, because our toughness is actually fairly high. My cousin's is crazy. Mine is up there now too. It's like 2 million with the power up we have on because he makes my toughness go up. But without him, mine is like 1,565,100 and something. I don't know. It's somewhere around there. But that's pretty good. My damage varies because it fluctuates because of a passive ability I have on, which if I stand in one place for 1.5 seconds, my damage goes up 10%. My armor and my what is it? My armor and something else goes up. It might be like durability or something. But anyway, let me give you guys a little bit of background of how familiar I am with the Diablo franchise. I got introduced to Diablo 1 and 2 when I was very young. Oh my gosh. When I was very young. So, I got introduced to Diablo 1 and 2 around the ages of 7, between 7 and 12. I know that's kind of a big age gap, a little bit, but I don't really remember when I really started playing Diablo. I just remember it was at a very young age, very long time ago. But yeah, I played it. It was a mouse clicker game. I don't really know the official term as of now, so I'm just gonna make the name be mouse clicking or mouse clicker game. I know I sound half stupid when I say that, but it's the truth. So anyway, I will get down and dirty with you guys, not really, of why I like this game so much and why I'm playing it over the Xbox One. As you can see, like, my damage and my attacks are just so crazy that we're getting so many bonuses, just killing so many zombies and monsters in one blow, and all this other stuff. But basically, I've been really getting tired of first-person shooters and some console games. I know, right? It's just so hard to get tired of FPS, even though they come out like almost every year, and there's like more than one of them. Now, Titanfall is unique, yes, I get it. but it's not holding my attention enough to want to play it. Now, um, I guess part of the reason why I'm getting kind of tired of some games on the console is that they're too easy. There's no challenge to them, and yes, I can just tell you guys right now that I haven't died too much in Diablo 3. Well, when I was playing on normal, but when I started playing on hard and expert, that's where it started happening. Now some people might complain, oh well, when you die in Diablo 3, your durability goes down, and um, you can just respawn right where you died. Um, that's true to some extent. I noticed when we were playing Reaper Souls, when we actually had trouble with one of the bosses for one of the first times we've ever had in this game, is the amount of damage we had to do to this boss was ridiculous. And the amount of damage he did to us, even though we were uber powerful, at the levels we're at, because I'm a level 64 Paragon level 3, because the max level in the original Diablo 3 is 60. And if you got the expansion pack before hitting 60, you did not Paragon. You just went on to level 70, because that's the max level for Reaper Souls. So that is why I am a level 3 Paragon, level 64, and my cousin is not. Because I just bought Reaper Souls today, and yeah. So I'm going to pause for a second, because what's going to happen here in a few minutes, or not minutes, but seconds, is me and my cousin are going to enter like this challenge thing. And it's gonna be like lift the curse off this one thing. You guys can see it on the screen, but it's pretty awesome what happens, and it's pretty funny, and you can hear my cousin and I just laughing about it. Um, so yeah, um, yeah, it's coming up right here. So, but I will talk more after that, because there will be sound for this part. So, after I kill this giant monster, of course, pick up the gold, and here it goes.
That's a lot of damage.
Still waiting.
I think my game started lagging for a minute.
Yeah, so as you guys can see, that event was pretty crazy. So, um, you know, that was insane. And yes, my cousin did cuss and say, "Holy shite!" Um, which I've been trying not to cuss in videos I make, or just in general, I'm trying to clean up my act, but I am no, nitpicker when people cuss. Only when it's like God's name in vain, basically. So, yeah. Um, but anyway, um, obviously this is me in town, and just getting some stuff, buying some stuff, enchanting some stuff, and I will actually go over enchanting in a second. But the reason I like this game so much is because I'm tired of the same old with FPSs and just console games in general. Console games are good, and the only reason I really like console games is because of the exclusives they offer and the controller, and just I think that's pretty much it. Just exclusives like Halo and um, Last of Us and all that stuff. And the controller, obviously, but the PC, it offers so much more than the console. And I'm not here to be a PC elitist, by all means. I think those guys are jerks. We all know that PC has better graphics and better specs because you can always upgrade them. That is obvious. But it's not that way for console because you're stuck with the same hardware. But anyway, I digress. So, um, I have all my buttons customizably mapped to my mouse. I have skill 1 mapped to mouse up, and skill 2 mapped on the mouse wheel button. Skill 4 mapped on the mouse wheel down, and skill 3 is not mapped to anything. But I just push it because it's a buff. It makes my damage go up significantly. Um, there's just so much replayability in this game, which is a major reason why I like it so much. Me and my cousin, I have not beat it twice, but we went through it a few times because we wanted to try different difficulties and get different loot and stuff, get XP and all this other stuff. We went to expert and then went back to hard because we realized we weren't that tough yet. So we probably could do expert at the levels we are now, but this game does not really focus on, oh, if you're a level 60, you are more powerful than someone. No, not true. My roommate is, I think, level 60 or somewhere around there, and we are like more powerful than him in some ways. My damage is higher than my roommate's, but yeah, your stats are based off of your equipment and nothing else. Your equipment, your skills, and whatever else you put on. Like, it's just based off of all that stuff. It's not based off of level and experience and all that stuff like traditionally. Like, I think Diablo 1 and 2 were kind of like that. Like, the more you leveled up, the more you leveled up your character and all that stuff. But this one is based off of just your equipment, like I said. But enough about that. Yeah, I mean, I just love the replayability in it. Even after I beat Reaper Souls, there's something called Adventure Mode. I don't know what all Adventure Mode holds, but I heard it's really awesome that you get different quests and stuff, even though it's like the same kind of campaign, but there's different missions you can do. Even going through the same exact missions and quests, you get different items and different gold experience. And I said gold experience, but I meant to say gold and experience. Depending on what difficulty you play on. I think you had to beat the game on expert to play on Torment, so you'll get more gold, more experience, and better weapons, and better item drops the harder the difficulty is, which I think is great. It makes it for a very, very replayable game, and even if you hit max level, um, like I said, I am level 64 Paragon 3. Max level in Reaper Souls is 70, like I said. So once you hit 70, you can hit Paragon levels, which kind of goes back to the old formula of Diablo 1 and 2, where you level up each time and pick what stats you want to upgrade from each tier, and so on and so forth. So I can make my intelligence go up for my wizard, because intelligence is what wizards and witch doctors rely on to get more damage. Monks rely on dexterity, and so do demon hunters. Um, but people like barbarians and crusaders are all strength based. So that's the other thing that makes this game so interesting and fun and replayable, is that there's different classes that you can pick from, and even though you've already beaten the game, you can see what it's like um, based on these different classes playstyles. Like it just opens up a whole bunch more content for you to do. I've not get sorry, I've not gotten bored with this game yet. Obviously, like I said, I've gotten 81 hours and 33 minutes played on this game, and I have not gotten sleep yet. So I am highly addicted to this game. And I don't. I mean, I used to always be addicted to any game I played, really, or just video games in general. But this is one of the games where I actually lose sleep over. And Halo 4 was one of those games too. Like I said, I know I keep going back to some stuff, but whatever, it happens. It's just this game is so much fun. You guys can see it on the screen. Like me and my cousin are just having a blast playing this game, and part of the reason I'm having so much fun playing this game is because I'm playing with somebody I know and somebody I'm actually related to, and somebody I haven't connected to in a while. Like I don't see my cousin very often, so me and him sharing this experience together is pretty fun. And I like being able to connect with him in this way, even though we're not face to face in the same room. We do get to talk and we do get to laugh about things and we do get to freak out about things in this game. One thing I will say about Reaper Souls for a few minutes is it introduces a new act, Act 5, which is what we're on. We've been playing this all day, so it's a long act, and we're still not done. I don't even know if we're halfway done with the act, but it's a very, very, very big act. Each map is huge, and I think there's a lot more going on in these maps because my frame rate dropped down from like 50 to 60 to 40 to 30 all the time. Like 30, it doesn't really go to 40 too often when I'm playing Reaper Souls. But when I was playing the original Diablo 3, without the expansion, I was getting 60 frames to 40 frames. It never dropped below 30. I think it always stayed above 30 when I was playing Diablo 3. But Reaper Souls is a different story. There's a lot more going on. Obviously, as you can see, it's a lot tougher because one of the bosses we faced killed us 3 times, which I think I said that before. That we just had a tough time with this one boss. We died like 3 or 4 times, and you actually have to restart that whole battle over again once you die once you both die, you have to restart. So it is a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be, which is good. And maybe that's why a lot of people are liking this expansion, because it is tougher than the original Diablo 3. So yeah, and I guess that's another reason why I'm kind of tired of the same old on my consoles. That games are just sometimes too easy, and there's not really a good enough penalty to just make you feel like, oh, I could just respawn and that's it. But in this game, you lose durability, and it costs you money to fix your armor, so it's not fun when you die, basically. So, but talking about the expansion more is the way enchanting works, and I want to get this through to you guys and tell you that this is very, very important to listen to for those that are just now playing it, and for those that are considering getting it. Diablo 3 Reaper Souls introduces enchanting and trans um, trans modding or something like that. Transmodding is or transmuting, sorry, is just making your armor look the way you want. You can choose what armor you want to wear, basically, by the armor you've already picked up in the game. Um, so if you want your armor to look like a legendary item, then you can, but it costs you way more than it would if you were just to use a normal armor. Because legendary items cost you like 500,000 a pop, and regular armor costs you like 500. And that's it. Um, so my advice to you, as far as the enchanting goes, is the way it works is you don't get to pick um, exactly what you want to put on your armor. Like, for example, you can put more sockets on your armor. You can make your intelligence go up for um, certain things. You could basically just put uh, certain stats that you get to choose from. Basically, it's not like, oh, I could just put on 3 slots instantly if that's what I want. No, it's basically a gambling game. Like, you click on um what stat you want to get rid of. So don't make the mistake I did, because I thought, oh, I can just make my intelligence go up. So I clicked on my intelligence, and my intelligence could go up or it could go down. So it could be better, it could be worse. I got the worse side of the stick, so my intelligence went down by like 10 points. Which, honestly, that is kind of a big deal, because in this game it goes on off of percentage. So my damage went down significantly. Like, not crazy or nothing. It didn't affect me too bad. But it kind of pissed me off, because I was like, one, I had to spend money and materials for that certain item. So if you want to enchant things, make sure you want to get rid of a stat that you do not care for. Like, if you don't care for vitality, because your character doesn't really use vitality all that much, or dexterity, or increased gold, or something like that. If you don't want any of those, or increased life, you get rid of one of those and you pick one you want. So that's my advice to you. And also, if you're planning on getting Reaper Souls or playing it now, just know, for enchanting, salvage some of your items, like your rare items, and your crappy items for your blacksmith to salvage, so you can get crafting materials for enchanting and transmuting. Or, well, transmuting you don't need materials, but enchanting you do. So, anyway, yeah. So, this is Diablo 3 Reaper Souls. It is very good, very replayable, and I can't wait to play more of it tomorrow, or today, technically. So, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to I'm in a Wheelchair on YouTube. And this has been fun. Peace out. God bless. Have a good rest of the day /night /evening.